Hello everyone. Things look a little different on this table today. The light is a little funky. We have some weird shadows playing with the winter sun, but I thought it was kind of cool and I just wanted to film anyway. There's a little bit of duality here, which is kind of funny. I moved those both to the side, but it's kind of funny. There's almost like a dark and a light. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes for your readings, see how that goes for your cards. But I just thought this might be kind of fun. Instead of doing a full December reading where there's like 3 or 4 piles, we're just going to do a this or that, and make sure you're subscribed because we're going to be doing many more readings hopefully this month, but they will be timeless. So whenever you're seeing these readings, I just felt like people might need to see these during another time. So even if they're filmed during December, whenever you are seeing this, if you are feeling like it resonates, as always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you're feeling like it resonates, then it definitely is for you. So there'll be many messages here, so make sure that you are subscribed. And what's cool about today is we actually have some Italian tarot cards to start things off. And these actually came from Florence, Italy. My friend Hannah, shout out to Hannah, she sent these to me. And I wish you could even see like how beautiful the texture is. I'm gonna do a full-on tour of these, so definitely stay subscribed if you would like to see these in detail. I'm not going to show them all to you right now. Some of them are a little risque for YouTube, but I'll make sure that there's a warning on that one. I did pick 2 out here, so we'll see if one of these is calling to you. And if neither of these are calling to you or you're not resonating with the message, then we'll be doing more with these throughout the month of December, as well as doing just like a whole deck tour, because these are so beautiful because they are handmade from Italy. Very cool. So what we are going to do today is we are going to do a this or that. So if you want to take a moment and kind of look at these 2 cards, see if one of them is perhaps kind of calling out to you, maybe the light or the dark, or maybe just when they were both slid over here, one was kind of calling to you a little bit. So take a moment, and if you are thinking of this card, then this reading is for you. If you picked this card, make sure you're subscribed because it will be coming out tomorrow. Okay. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so this one was kind of like over here in the dark, which is interesting because this one in Italian translates to the moon. And you can see here that we've got kind of 2, it looks like wolves kind of howling at the moon. And the moon always represents kind of like a duality, like an intuition, trusting your intuition. So this could be a message for you that you might be kind of either caught between 2 different things and like feel like you're caught between 2 worlds or trying to make a decision, and trusting your intuition is going to be the best thing for you. And what's so interesting is we got this sun imagery, and we also have water imagery. We have the number 90, and then we have a lot of different things going on in this beautiful, beautiful card. As you can see, we've almost have this like little lobster down here. And then you can see XV, I think it's I. So I think we're looking at 18 right there. So if that's a special number for you, this card could definitely be for you as well, because that is the number of the moon card. It's interesting that I guess we do have it up here and up here. See, I haven't even explored these cards as much as I'd like to because I'm just seeing all the details. Like I've looked at all the titles, but I haven't looked deeply into every single detail of the cards. So I am exploring this with you as well. All right, let's see what else is in store for you. Look at this beautiful, really cool light. I just think it's awesome. All right, oh, that flew out right away before I could even shuffle. Let's grab this card for you. Ooh, okay. We have the success card. So for this group, what I'm sensing is that maybe you have something that's kind of coming to an end right now. And for those of you who are kind of watching this toward the end of the year, this could definitely have to do with like kind of a culminating project, maybe possibly even having something to do with school or work. And there's a lot of honesty there. And I think that maybe you're kind of closing a chapter where you're learning how to be more honest with yourself. Maybe you haven't always been, like, you haven't been honest with like what you need, as I'm almost sensing. Like you haven't told people what you really need from them. You've kind of conformed to what other people want you to be. And what I'm really sensing is you're coming into your own and you are really kind of trusting your intuition and trusting what you need. And I think, honestly, there might be, for being honest, there might be some people who don't understand that in your life, and I think that's okay. I don't think everyone has to understand who you are and what's going on with your inner self. So this is interesting. We've got the World, and then we also have the 10 of Wands. So again, this is kind of showing me that you're coming to kind of a closing chapter of your personal life, and you have worked incredibly hard. It's like almost like you've been laboring over this. And, you know, you've been trying to kind of get to a certain place for a while now, and you thought you would never reach the end. Like, you thought you would never reach where you are. But we also have the World card here. So this is interesting. It's almost like you have the world is your oyster. You have all these opportunities that are going to be coming to you. And I think it's going to be very new, because I don't think that you've had new opportunities quite like this in a while. It almost feels like it's been years since you felt like this yourself, but then you're also coming to this path where you're like, well, I don't know, like I've just been working on this for so long that I don't know what's next. And I think the message we're getting here is you do not have to know what's next. Just trust your intuition, and success is going to be coming to you, and it might be something that you don't expect. This one really flew out here. This one says, go back to elemental. So I think this is kind of go back to your basics, go back to what makes you feel really good. And these are just flying out, and I have to like go find them. My goodness. We have Creator Earth. This is quite interesting. So grounding yourself. This is what these cards are really saying, is that you need to ground yourself in order to be able to really listen to your intuition and get that success, because you might feel a little bit, I don't know, almost like a kite in the wind a little bit when you have finished whatever is kind of going on and you kind of finish the cycle. And I think that what I'm almost getting is I'm almost getting that in the past, things that have ended kind of like abruptly, or I don't know what the word is, like abruptly or aggressively, not peacefully, just really not peacefully. And so what I'm getting at now is like you're kind of ending the cycle, and it's just happening very, very naturally. And you almost don't know what to do about it. Like it's almost kind of tearing you up a little bit, because you're kind of expecting the other shoe to drop. And I think that you're kind of in a place in your life right now where what's happening right now is mirroring something that has happened to you before. You've got these sacred mirrors, and you've got the 3-3 cards. So if you've been seeing 3-3-3 a lot, this is definitely a confirmation for you. And if you kind of know what this is about, like whether it's about school or relationship or something at work or something like a personal project, please definitely just leave a comment below and let me know that it resonates, and let me know kind of what's going on, because I do respond to everyone. I love getting to connect with all of you and see what's kind of going on, because this felt like a very specific message, and there's a reason I didn't do my December reading as I normally do, and I just did it this or that. So I feel like this is definitely meant for some of you, and if it's resonating, please let me know. And if it's not, you can always go back and watch the other video. But what I'm really sensing is that you are having something that's happening that has happened before, and it's almost like causing you to tense up a little bit because you're not sure what is going to happen. We've got magic happens when you most expect it. We've got 4-4 here. This is so fun. We've got 3-3 and 4-4, and 4-4 kind of really stands for like, you know, you are protected, you are on the right path, and your spirit guides are watching out for you. I'm almost sensing we've got Creator Earth and Creator Water, but I'm sensing you need to be grounded, but I'm sensing you might have some sort of water sign, Pisces, Scorpio especially, and I'm sensing that this could be, well, I don't know, maybe Scorpio, I'm not sure. I'm just feeling some Pisces energy regardless, but I'm just thinking that this is something that's making you feel a little bit emotional, so it could be even a Cancer as well. It doesn't have to be exact, but I'm just sensing like there's emotions here, and water, regardless of what sign you are, it's just water really makes me feel like there's a lot of emotion surrounding this, but it's like peaceful emotion. And I think you need to kind of like let go a little bit. It says the now. really don't focus on the past and what happened to you. I think it's okay to reflect and kind of think like, okay, this is what happened last time, and maybe even journal about it. Like, I'm almost sensing you might need to do an activity where you, like, I don't know, write it all down and either just tuck it away and leave it and say, yep, that was my past and I don't need to react the same way, or like things may not go the same way. Things are peaceful this time, in fact. If it makes you feel better, you can do something like you can burn it and send that energy, out of your life. Like, burn that piece of paper, send it off, and just say, I have moved on. And sometimes that's a good way to work through things. And we've also got the Fool here, which really is interesting. And you can even see the way I set that down, like the light is really, truly on her. And the fact that she is just falling back into whatever is coming for her, and she's just letting things come as they may. So for this group, I'm just getting an overwhelming sense of peace. I'm seeing that things are probably going to be coming to you when you least expect it. At work, this could be a promotion. It could just be a gift, a token of thanks, because what I'm sensing is that you are actually really, really good at what you do at work and just in life. I think people really respect you for who you've become. And I think it's time that you start seeing yourself that way, because I think you've had people in your past who maybe make you feel like you are a failure, when indeed they were kind of afraid of your power and who you would become if they couldn't control you, if that makes sense. So overall, I'm really sensing that this feels very specific. This feels like somebody really needed this message, and I hope it reaches the target audience. If you want to see the other piles reading, make sure that you subscribe and come back for that. And I will definitely try to make sure we do a lot of readings. We're going to have some coming up for 2023 as well, almost at 2022. This card also, this is so cool. I don't know if you can see this. Normally I don't have this much light, but you can actually see in this card, normally her eyes look like they're really shut, but I don't know if I can get this to focus. Hold on, let me see here. There we go. You can actually see that her eyes are open. And what's so interesting is I actually have not seen her eyes open on this card as much. And if you go back and watch my other readings where we have on this channel, the eyes are not as open as they are today. And this card is a little weird, how sometimes you can see those eyes and sometimes you can't. So I just wanted to note that, because sometimes they are just fully closed. And if you have just noticed that too, make sure you leave a comment, because this is kind of interesting. I don't know if it's in the eye of the beholder or if it has to do with the light or the day, but it's pretty interesting because I've seen many of these decks and sometimes her eyes appear to be way more open than others. And I don't think it's just the artwork. So I think for this group, your eyes are kind of opening. It's kind of, you're becoming a new you, and this is just a really good time to trust your intuition, trust the process, just let yourself kind of go where you need to go, and everything is going to fall into place. So thank you so much for watching this, and please come back for more readings. Have a great day.